so sorry about the other one. I didn't know there were so many blocked scenes. Just have to wait for the stream to show up on my channel. There we go. So I can do my whole send link out stuff. So you just have to give me a second. Again, sorry for having to go through all this again. Go, and I might as well also put my Discord in my description now. So if you just give me a second to do that, then I can properly get into everything. There we go. Just reload everything. And then I can check to make sure my mic is working, because I don't want to have a repeat of Man of Medan, where I went for about 40 minutes of streaming without knowing my mic wasn't turned on. Alright, so give me a second to check my voice in the stream. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I think that should be alright. Alright, everything's all set up. Alright, so let's jump into the continue. There we go. The screen went like that because I was choosing a save file, so it's all okay. So if I remember correctly, last time we discovered a bit of stuff. Who do we have to talk to? Wow, it's been a while. I should have really looked up what I'd been up to. But yeah, we'll go to rest. Yeah, I did... Oh, okay, we did finish Hanahiko. I don't remember finishing Hanahiko. Huh. Hmm. Anyway, like I was saying, I did do a small stream earlier, but I tried to do a Ratchet and Clank, but I didn't know there were so many blocked scenes. And I really, really don't like that, so I decided to do this, something easier to do, and just something that involves reading, and I won't have to focus too much on the screen, so I can still be able to pay attention to the chat. So let's just jump into this, eh? Another night greets me. It's been 3 days since the investigation, and not one glimmer of hope for me. Time idles by as death draws ever closer to claim me. The mark that brings death. The only way to escape it is to defeat the spirit that gave it to me. But I have no clue where that spirit is right now. Maybe things would be different if that specialist, Saya Kujo, was alive. A knock breaks my train of thought. Oh wow, I can't remember the voices I gave. How long you planning on sleeping? You're pretty relaxed for a guy who could die soon. The ex-detective Satoru Mashida. The other mark bearers left the mansion, but he stayed behind. Mary was the cause. I guess she asked him to help as he was leaving. She went against Ayakujo's wishes by doing that, but it seemed it was for my sake. But I don't know about Mashida. Even if he was asked to stay, he has no reason to agree. What's that look? Not happy I stayed behind? I'm grateful. Cut that out, it's creepy. Flatter me all you want, but I won't forget you drove without a license. He's got a bad mouth, as usual. His true intentions aside, I have to say I'm honestly grateful for his help. My amnesia could hit without warning, so I can't go out whenever I want. He's been going around gathering information in my place. I saw some people from the force. Still no ruckus over H Elementary. But wait a second. That guard went missing. His company should be notified. That company exactly the issue. It's run by the Yakuza thugs who have their eyes on the labor department. They don't want the police involved. Plus, in a shitty company like that, people up and walk out all the time. Yamashita. That was his name. Everyone thinks he up and split. I hear that's why they're having a hard time finding a replacement. If you didn't know the school was haunted, it'd just be another abandoned building. The government wouldn't need to rush to find a new guard. The man lived alone, so a missing persons report won't be filed soon. The school most likely won't come under suspicion until then. That's it for my report. He covered a lot of ground in a short time. Ex-detectives sure are handy. Did you bring up the mark or spirits when you were asking around? Do you think I'm an idiot? They'd be calling the loony bin. Even if the kids are I to bring them up, who'd honestly believe us? Why waste my breath? Exasperated, he shrugs. Searching the mansion was on you. So, did you find anything? I came up blank as well. Though I've only gone through half so far. And some of the rooms were locked. Stuck without a warrant. Like you'd wait for something like that. I swallow the words before they come out. Oh yeah, Mary's asking for you. You should get going. I have been waiting for you. Mary is sitting primely on the couch, the same as always. It appears you are having a difficult time with your investigation. I do wish I could be more of use to you. I know you can sense mark bearers. Can you sense spirits too? If they were to come onto the grounds, I believe I could, yes. That doesn't sound particularly useful. Do you have any other abilities or powers? Indeed. I can view the vague shape of the course of the person's face. Like predicting the future? Oh no, nothing quite so extreme. It is more akin to fortune-telling. It may or may not come to pass. I get it. That's why you predicted earlier. That's why what you predicted earlier didn't actually happen. Did Mary tell you something? The truth you're seeking can be found here, or some such. Like a fool, I fell for it. So convinced. I'm such an idiot. A loud knock sounds at the door. A visitor in the dead of night. A mark bearer? I open the door, and the visitor strides in. It's a shady-looking young man in the uniform delinquents these days tend to wear. He smirks at me, clearly feeling superior. This place cool, Joe Mansion? I got business with some side chick. No way you're her, huh? He narrows his eyes, staring suspiciously. Oh no, don't hand this off to me. I'm horrible with kids. They never dared put me in charge of juvie. You guys know her, yeah? Don't care which one. I'm gonna just turn the country or something. Don't care which one of you it is, but would you hear me out? Introductions are quickly done. His name is Sho Nagashima. And as we'd guessed, he's got a mark. He rolls up his right sleeve to show us, and yep, the red mark is burned in. Really trying to figure out a voice here. An occult freak friend of mine said something. Like it gives you amnesia. For real? Yeah, that's right. I can't even remember my real name. You're kinda too calm for all that. Bet you're pulling a fast one on me. That grates, but that reaction's normal. But if he's not going to believe the rumors, then he had no reason to come. Why is he here then? Rumors are just that. Amnesia or dying because of some mark? That's comic book craziness. Every word of it is true. Was that a girl's voice? Oh, I love girls. There is a saying, the truth is stranger than fiction. They are two sides of the same coin. Mary begins explaining. I'm sure she figured it would be fastest way to convince him. You got some damn speakers set up here somewhere, don't you? I don't take kindly to threats. He peers closely at Mary. Such a mechanism does not exist, Lord Sho. Oh, whoops. Such a mechanism does not exist, Lord Sho. He yelps I'm not yelling because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. He yelps pathetically. His eyes wide and suddenly falls flat on his ass. It seems that despite appearances, this punk is terrified of ghosts and monsters. His tough act is likely a cover. After that, he meekly pays full attention to Mary as she speaks. He listens quietly, his face pale as she tells him about the mark and spirits. By the time she finishes explaining, his face is devoid of color. Now, Lord Shao, have you not already experienced the beginnings of memory loss? Yeah. I don't think he's used to Mary yet. His face is rather stiff. My memory's always been crap, so I thought I was just imagining things. But then it started getting so bad that it was just ridiculous. I got this occult friend, yeah? I told him about my scar, the mark. He scared the shit out of me. Showed me an article that said it was all that scar thing's fault. So now I'm here. Moe mentioned seeing an article by Saya Kujo in a magazine, too. It's all cause some monster. What the hell? This is crazy. Why'd this have to happen to me? Not believing it is normal. But if you don't, you'll die. If you don't want to kick the bucket, figure out how you got the mark. Even if your memory's gone bad, you should at least remember that. I'm not that far gone, thanks. I'm positive I got it in the forest by H Castle. I know I did. I mean, it does have a rumor about the place being cursed, so... we should probably ask him some more about it. The huge forest west of the city. Wait, doesn't everybody know that? Even kids do. But I've lost my memory. Maybe that's why I don't know about it. The place is the city's garbage dump. Bunch of nasty rumors about it. There's illegal industrial waste dumping there like all the time. It's not just objects either. They say a black car once dumped a young woman's body there. A new mother strangled her kid there because she couldn't take care of it. There's tons more rumors like that, whether or not any of them are true. I heard some of those too. Like the lost kid who was eaten by a dog and they only found his torso. Or that murderer hides out there and kills anyone who gets near. Two of them happily exchange stories. Apparently, while he hates ghosts, he's more than fine with this kind of stuff. I've hit up the edge of the forest a few times but never walked in. No one with half a brain goes there. What should I ask next? Show stiffens like a board. I hate that supernatural crap. Just talking about it freaks me out. What a wimp. Rumors exist for a reason. That place is a famous suicide spot. 50 people die there a year, so they say, and that's just what they find. Once there was a mass suicide. It has its fair share of grisly history. Show's eyes are wide. He looks like he swallowed a bug. What should I ask next? Why were you there? I was obviously on my back, man. Place is totally empty at night, so it's perfect for driving around. Riding around free as a bird. It helps me clear my mind. Before you ask, yes, I have my license and no illegal mods. Is that so? We don't need another person flaunting the law. One is enough. I smile wryly. Who would have thought this kid would be on the straight and narrow? That day I was clearing my head and when my bike broke down. I stopped to check it out. And suddenly I've got this scar. I doubt we'll get any more out of the show. No info on the spirit then. You haven't forgotten anything? No keeping secrets now. Quit strong-arming me. Hold your horses, I'm thinking. He's complaining, but I can see he really is coming through his memories. there was something. It wasn't a ghost or nothing, but I did spot something weird. Over by the side of the road, I saw this huge man. A giant? It wasn't just some tree's shadow. Honestly, I'm not real sure. The place was pretty dark and I only saw it for a second. It sounds pretty iffy. Is that info really reliable? May I interject? In truth, there are a number of supernatural rumors set there. One happens to corroborate Lord Show's story. The rumor of Shimio. It sounds like Mary has an idea. Could you tell us more about it? Of course, Lord Rivers. I shall tell you the story of Shimio, the man of the forest. What the hell? Just so you know, I haven't gotten this far. So this is all blind to me. Hey, have you heard that rumor? The one about the weird giant man? He's covered in black splotches. So people call him Shimio, the spotted man of the forest. I've heard he asks everyone he meets a question. Do you like bees? A college student who heard the rumor decided to go to the forest to see. And a man covered in splotches really did appear. Do you like bees? The student laughed. Yeah, sure, I like them. And then, let's raise something in your body. What the hell? Is that a power drill? Shimio asks those he meets a single question, then kills them using his drill. That might be none other than the figure you saw, Lord Cho. However, I have no proof. Then we'll have to gather evidence. Let's get ourselves out to the forest. Investigations require legwork. There is no hesitation in Mashida. After facing Hanahiko, he knows full well what spirits are capable of. Is this his training and experience as a police detective? Hey now, you serious? Going there in the middle of the night? You guys have totally lost it. You scared? What'd you say? I ain't no scaredy cat. Hey old man, take me with you instead of him. That huge guy's really some monster, I'll pound him to dust. He's easy to manipulate. You've settled on a destination. Please head to the forest by each castle once you are ready. Your first goal is to identify the spirit that bestowed the mark. Best wishes for your investigation. New info was added to the spirit file. The forest and Shimio. New chapter item change. All items obtained within a chapter are removed at the end. If a character brings an item, it will be added at the start. New chapter soul power. It will be returned to 1000. Okay. Mark bearer. Shimmer. The forest is shrouded by strange events, suicides and body dumping and the like. It's scared of the casual visitor. Only the occasional test of courage brings a foolish kid inside. The path is shaded at all hours of thick trees, so it's easy to become lost. Among the rumors swirling about this forest is one of a bizarre man, known as the Spotted Man, or Shimio. He's covered in dark splotches and asks all he meets if they like bees. If they say yes, he attacks them while laughing maniacally. He sounds like your standard crazy. I guess he's the next spirit we'll face. At any rate, we'll have to head to the forest to investigate. I'm gonna take the detective. Yeah. I'm not gonna take the guy that seems terrified terrified of the supernatural stuff. I'm gonna have a drink of water. Marcia sits in the passenger seat and makes no attempt at conversation. First time he was in the car, I found I was cautious of his every movement. Now I feel strangely relaxed around him. I guess humans aren't actually scared of others, just the parts of other people that they don't know. It's fascinating stuff. What are you grinning at? It's pretty creepy. Oh, sorry. Though I'll admit, I don't really understand him. He's self-righteous to a fault. Yet he stayed behind at the mansion for me. I told you my reason earlier. I won't say it again. I haven't said a word. May as well have, it's written all over your face. He's really sharp. People who are adept at obscuring their intentions would be good at reading other people's minds. If I could just add one thing, it's probably wise for someone along who doesn't have the mark. You tend to lose your cool when you're being targeted. Then nothing will ever get solved. I see. That makes a certain amount of sense. But I remember the final moments at age elementary, my hands start to sweat. There's no proof that I'll be able to remain calm during the next crisis. I'm definitely grateful for your help, but if we encounter a spirit again, we'll need someone to overcome that crisis. So that's his reason for coming along? I guess it's just the kind of people detectives are. Huh? We love searching for things, sniffing every nook and cranny to uncover that which is hidden. That's our one skill. Mashida's dry laugh fills the car. We arrive at the forest by H Castle. I stop the car near where Sho says he saw the man, and we enter the forest. All the guideposts on the path have faded, their paint peeling off. It looks hardly traversed, just as Sho and Mashida said. We walk around until we come to a large arch, making the start of the hiking trail. It's rusted over, and with the peeling paint, it doesn't seem to have been touched up. The letters are faded and are mostly illegible. Carefully reading it, it says, "Welcome." Oh, I was gonna say murder, isn't it? Lush and romantic. Yep. Wood Timberland. Murder, huh? I'm sure Mashida heard me, but I guess they're completely ignoring me. More overgrown than I thought. There's a lot of ground here we have to cover. Let's get a move on. We pass under the arch and into the forest. Hang on, I need to investigate stuff. Oh, we continue down the path a short while before we come across something unexpected. It's a grave marker. It's probably put there to honor those who commit suicide here. Might not be a bad idea to say a quick prayer for those who ended their suffering that way. I forgot I wanted to check stuff. It's a wooden trash container. I think it's been used in a long time. There's no garbage litter around either. Go around inside the container, but nothing's inside. It's a wooden table and benches. The weather-beaten table and benches are clearly damaged and rotting in places. Peek underneath the table, find something stuck there. A worn-out talisman. Give me more soul power. I could swear I just heard like a noose or something. It's Grandma. Okay, something's in the magic marker. Say the opposite of the truth. You'll be followed. Okay, this certainly feels like a place that's famous for suicides. Just off the side, I noticed a faint trail. Discovered the entrance to the beast trail. A beast trail, huh? We'll need to look down there too. God, this is creepy. The moonlight doesn't reach the beast trail that branches off the hiking trail, so we're in gloom. The trees are thick on both sides. We'd get lost if I didn't have a flashlight. Just then, there are footsteps close by from the bushes. Mashida stops me with his arm. Someone's here. I hear footsteps again. They seem to be getting closer. Then...
Nanda?
Hi. A man appears from the bushes. He looks horribly exhausted. Don't startle... I need to think of a voice for him. Don't startle me like that. You shouldn't stand around in the dark. What are you doing? The man falls silent. I think he realizes he already knows the answer. Mashida did say this place is a famous spot for suicide. I just can't do it anymore. I work myself to the bone at a job I don't even want. And you just bring another man home? How dare you? The nerve! He holds his head in his hands. He suddenly starts kicking a tree and yelling. Fuck. Fuck. A rapid stream of swear words flows out of his mouth. He seems to be the type that goes crazy when he's upset. Dude? Hey, could you tell me, how much nerve do you have to do that, huh? Stop him. Death invites death. I hear that voice again. Stop him? Does it mean I should dissuade him? If you've got something to say, just spit it out, you bastard. Live or die. Oh, I should have done sympathize. It'd be bad if he went berserk here. I'd go to calm him down, but... What's that? Hey, you telling me to be calm? Who made you the king of the castle? You ordering me around, huh? Wrong. What did she think I was doing? Worked myself sick, but stuck with it anyway for your sake. I even brought her a personal anniversary last year. There she goes to seize another man. The man curses the darkness. He's completely lost it. I should probably avoid any tactless interjections or flattery. You there, was it me? What do you think? Clear this up for me. Did I do something wrong? No. Yeah, that's right, I just did my best. Right there with all. I can hear the anguish in his voice as he yells. That was wrong? I am so dead. I'm sure she just laughed if she heard I was dead. Hang off her asshole lover. But when I think about it, you know, it's strange. Why do I have to make her happy when it causes me such pain? It's ridiculous. I'm done with it. No way am I gonna die for an idiot like that. That's alright, I'm sure I can still... He looks down at his feet and glances up at me. We can still start over fresh, right? If you work hard? dead, aren't I? The man runs off in the darkness laughing. Damn, this is bad. If he makes too much of a racket, the guy hiding in the forest will... Someone's here. Before I realize that a huge figure looms up behind me. Shit. Decide again. So the opposite of the truth. Oh hey Skyheart. Yeah, I kinda messed up. Well, thank you for lurking at least. What are you cooking? Someone's here.
No.
Maybe it's from the bushes.
全く。なんだかな。
Yeah, I've read through all this already. Live or die. Sympathize. It'd be bad if he went berserk here, try to act like I sympathize, but... Fuck. Do the opposite. Do the opposite. Someone's here.
No.
Okay, I made a good choice there. Start over fresh. I'm gonna regret saying this. No. Impossible. Oh my god. I'll die sometime soon anyway. Even if it's not tonight, I'll endure it until then. Oh boy. I don't know what you've been... I think that... this is Mashina. I don't know what you've been through, but you should rethink it. Honestly though, you look like you'll be fine. His expression changes as if he's remembered something. I saw a strange man while I was wandering around out here. His body was covered in black splotches. Do you think he's sick? He kept staring at me. It was creepy. If you're heading back, be careful. The man covered in splotches. Mary brought up some rumors about a man like that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. The name's Masao Kimura, if we ever meet again. The man scratches his head and smiles a bit. Let me buy you a drink or something. Well, see ya. You don't talk long with Masao Kimura before he leaves. New info was added. Typical failure in society. He fits right in this forest. The beast trail continues onwards. Let's return out to our investigation. Let's see. Anything here to look at? No, go forward. A house? Again, look around first. Never know what you may find. I go to open the door and my hand gets coated with a sticky liquid. It smells sweet. Is this honey? Why would there be honey on the doorknob? Mystified, I step inside the cottage. A shadow falls over Mashida's face. It's the same for me. Something's felt off ever since we came inside. Why do I feel so strange? I immediately realize why. It's too clean. Yeah, it's unnatural. It's like someone's been cleaning it. It doesn't look abandoned at all. It could be that someone's living here. But I don't bother voicing that thought. Someone might be stopping by here. If we're going to investigate, we better hurry. You're right. I immediately start shining my flashlight on places of interest. What do you think is in this bag? It's pretty big. That certainly is concerning. Let's take a look. Mashida carefully opens the bag. But it immediately loses its balance and topples to the floor. I half expected that to happen. Oh God. What rolls out onto the floor is a corpse. A woman. What's with that body? Her body is drilled through with countless holes. A sharp cylindrical tool must have gouged them. The drill? Even odder, her whole body appears to be covered in liquid. Is this thing turning people into beehives? A thick, sweet scent fills the air, strong enough to make you want to cough. Is this honey? What a fascinating corpse. This is intriguing. For some reason, Mashida appears to be extremely interested in it. We need to get out of here as soon as possible. Let's hurry and search the rest of the cottage. I agree. Let's put the corpse back. It's best not to disturb the scene. So just shove it back up in the bag? Of course, preserving the crime scene is critical. It's all about unpleasant topics with this guy. But he's exactly right. Let's hurry up and get this over with. Sweating profusely, we managed to get the job done. We still need to search the rest of the cottage. Info. Bottles of drugs are all in line. The labels say night-night. Most of the bottles are empty. I shake each one and luckily find one that still has some left inside. I got some night-night. I remove the lid and look inside, but all I find is dust. I peek through a crack to see if anything's inside, but it seems to be empty. It's a metal toolbox. There's a thin layer of dust built up on the outside. No one has touched it for a long time. It's locked. There's no way to open it. It's an old notebook. The cover says Honeybee Family Notes. Honeybees are our friends. Make them amiable with medicine from the sprayer. If they get mad, pay attention to the direction the hive is facing. Awakened honeybees leave the hive in the direction of the sun. Okay. Okay, it's just making me read it again. Rip it down, take it with me. Take it. It's an old notebook. It says family notes. Make hive new bodies. Smear honey all over. Ferment honey. Get stinky liquid. Drawn by smell. Honeybees enter hive. Looks like some useful information. Take it. I flipped the switch at the base of the light bulb, but it doesn't turn on. Maybe it's broken. I think that's everything. Alright. Now I can go up here, finally. As we continue through the dense forest, a pained cry suddenly echoes among the trees. There's a pattern on the tree trunk. That was a hand there a second ago. There's an arm-like pattern on the bark. Is this even a natural occurrence? I look around the tree and find a talisman on the exact opposite side of the tree from the pattern. Yes, please give me some more. Wait, what? Something's written in Sanskrit, but the letters are blurry. It looks just like a stain. Off to the side, I notice a thin trail. Another one, huh? Let's check this one too. Oh. Just got a notification on my PlayStation. I follow Mashida into the bushes. Oh, Jesus. Mashida spots something and stumbles, falling backwards into me. At the same time, every single hair on my body stands on end. Oh my god! I quickly look down and find something is clinging onto my ankles, its expression anguished. It seems eager to speak to me, but its voice is incredibly hard to decipher. This is pitch. I can't see anything. What's it saying? Gravemarker said, say the opposite of the truth. What's the opposite of the truth? Does it mean I'm supposed to lie? What? Are you Fliss too? Yes. Yeah, tell me about it. It looks sad and lonely. Only the dead are here. I hear another voice at my feet. Ed? Don't believe it. I don't understand. Me. Ed? No. No way. I still have to... Fuck. It looks sad and lonely. I hear yet another voice at my feet. One. Listen. I want to... I've... Yes, you are. I nod, step on the ghost. That's right, I've. The voice sounds like it passes through me and then is sucked into the ground. The next thing I know, the shadow clutching at my ankles is gone. Whew. I always panic at those. Is it over? Yeah, I think so. I thought I'd gotten used to that, but I hate it every time it happens. It's not something you need to get used to. Mashida turns his back to me and wipes his face with a handkerchief. I guess he was sweating really hard. That's the best way to overcome it. If you love pain, then it's no longer painful. That's true, but there's no way I could do that. You're surviving all this okay. You're fine the way you are right now. Let's go. Right. Off to the left. I step into the empty clearing. The air is filled with the buzzing of bees. There appears to be a giant beehive here. Probably won't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. Damn insects. But we can't force our way through. It'll be a hasty retreat. I need the sprayer. Look around before I interact with the box. There's one box that probably used to contain the beehive. I carefully approach it, but I don't see any bees. I open the box, find a metal tool inside. A crowbar. It'll probably come in handy. Take it. I think I know what I can use it on. God, this place is creepy. Tool with crowbar. I take out the crowbar and shove it under the lid of the toolbox. I put pressure on it using it as a lever. The toolbox pops open. Got the sprayer! Yes, now I can use a variety of drugs. Manipulators will themselves be manipulated. What's that used for? The sudden voice makes me jump, but I shake it off and turn towards him. It's a tool that sprays chemicals and pesticides. You put a container of drugs in here and then do this. I quickly demonstrate how it works. Mashita scratches his face, his brow furrowed. You're well informed. I'll leave that to you then. And now I'm suddenly in charge of it. When I want to spray a drug, I'll have to choose which drug to use. Is this thing really that hard to figure out? I've never seen it before either, but I still knew how to use it right away. New info was added to the spirit file. Alright. Now I think I need to go back to that beehive, and I can use the sprayer of Night Night on the hive. I step into the empty clearing. Air is filled with a dozen bees. Appears to be a giant beehive. Probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. Oh yeah, there's that. I take out the sprayer and hold it in one hand. I should be able to use this to spray drugs. Giant beehive. I have no idea how far the sprayer can reach, but the hive's not too high up. I should be able to reach it. Sprayer. I already have the sprayer out now. I need to choose which drug to spray. Night-night. I take out the night-night and put it in the sprayer. I take careful aim and spray the drug. The bees' movements get slower. Eventually the hive falls completely silent. Used up one bottle of night-night. I've silenced every hive in this area. Now we can pass through. They're just bugs they're just bugs after all. Insecticide takes care of them easily. I'll leave the rest up to you. Thanks. Hey, did you hear that? I heard it. It sounds familiar. Turning around, I wonder if it's the rabbit. And yep, that rabbit hops in front of me. The rabbit stares at us, completely still. It's almost like it's waiting for us to follow. Hey, wait! I wonder if you gave me the mark. The next thing I know, I'm rushing after it. Don't run off on your own, Rivers. The bunny looks cute. Yeah, it kinda does. That rabbit was at H Elementary. It showed up and guided us when we were in trouble. That's not some normal rabbit. It's definitely acting with intent. At last, the rabbit guides me to... Whoa. An old Shinto torii gate. There's a shrine here? The rabbit looks back at me. Then soundlessly it turns from the gate and hops into a bush nearby. So that's where you went. Dumbass, what were you thinking? Wandering off will get you killed. Why are you so interested in that thing? Something's bothering me about it. I lost sight of it here though. Just then, from out of the darkness, a huge storm of bees descends upon us. Grr, watch it. There are bees everywhere. We need to retreat. Mashida pulls my arm and we stumble back to the earlier crossroad. New info was added to the spirit file. Mysterious shrine. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, buzzing of bees. Yep, another beehive here. So, not going that way. Oh, I don't think I have night-night anymore though. No, I don't. Go to my left. I'm gonna go forward. There's a leaning Jesus statue. It's noticeably dirty, as if someone hasn't been looking after it. A moss is growing on its back. I pat around the Jesus statue to search it, and there's a strange texture on its moss-covered back. When I brush away the moss, I find a yellowed paper stuck to the statue. Worn-out talisman. There's some sliding wooden doors. There's a small crack between the doors. I can only imagine that creates a bad draft. The sliding doors won't open. They seem to be locked. But there's a crack. I could probably use the crowbar. Take out the crowbar and jam between the doors. Oh, this is an emergency. I'll overlook at this. I'll overlook at this once. But I can't break the lock. Throw my body weight behind the crowbar 2 or 3 times, and I'm about to break it. There's a sound of metal breaking. The crowbar snaps completely into 2 pieces. I got the broken crowbar. Guess the metal wore out. Never would have expected it to break. It looks like the lock is broken too, so it all works out in the end. Time to look inside. Hey, you overdid it. Now the door's stuck and hard to open. Push the door open and step inside. Only to run into something. Stop. Don't come any closer. If you come any closer, I'll sue. A woman is backed up in a defensive stance. I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. If you try anything, I'll... Shut it, you want to die. Mashida... No? At Mashida's roar, the woman shrieks and falls silent, eyes wide. It's incredibly rude, but honestly I'm grateful. We wait for the woman to calm down before asking her what she's doing here. Forgive me. It was all a misunderstanding on my part. I'm Christy Arimura, freelance news anchor, though I haven't done much recently. Arimura. Right, now that you mention that, I do remember you. You were fired over that scandal. Should I be disgusted or amazed at his rudeness? Anyway, what are you doing out here? Her expression clouds over. Well... Mashida huffs at me. You're going to make her say it? I really don't think you have to ask. Masao Kimura's face comes to mind. That's right, this place is... I was going to die. Yes, I know full well just how stupid that is. But sometimes that's the only choice you have left. I should have known better. Such a thoughtless question passed my lips. I wish I could blame the mark for this. A tragic act of yours damn near got us killed. If you want to die, do it by yourself. That's why I came out here, so I wouldn't cause trouble for anyone. At the very end, I thought about calling someone, but couldn't, so I made up my mind. But then in the forest... I have a bad feeling about this. What was in the forest? A huge man. An extremely huge man. No, actually, I'm not sure if he was really human or not. But I saw a figure like that. Then I suddenly got scared. So I ran into this cottage. I'm here to kill myself and I just run from danger. I'm a riot. What's wrong? You two aren't saying anything. That's exactly what Mary was talking about. Yeah. Christy must have seen Shimio, which means she must also. Have you gotten a weird scar recently? One that stings every now and then? I know the answer just from her reaction. How'd you know? I only just noticed it myself. There's a strange bite mark on my palm. This is crazy. Someone receives the mark when they're already planning suicide? The height of irony. We've heard her out. What now? She planned on dying. Do we need to help her? Help me! I'm not going to kill myself anymore. I swear. So please, I'm terrified of him. Her eyes are serious. She must mean what she says. It might only be a temporary change of heart, but... Alright, we'll help you. Our home base is Cujo Mansion. We need to go... What's going on? What's happening? The light won't turn on. This has happened before, but back then, I got it to go back on right away. But this time it's not working. I can't spin. What? What was that? Behind the cottage. It must be him. Shit, it's no use. I give up on the flashlight and stuff it in my bag. What's the plan now? Do we bunker down in this cottage we can't even lock up? Or... we have to run out of the forest. Staying in this cottage would be suicide. This place is strangely clean. That means someone is coming here. Good guess. The odds are high that he's coming here. Well, let's go. We walked all the way here. We should know how to get back. You're seriously going? Are you mad? I'm sorry, but we're out of time. Stay here if you want. I won't stop you. We step out into pitch blackness. It's as dark as you'd expect it to be. Well, it's as dark as you'd expect it to be. Anyway, we need to go straight back to the entrance with no detours. We've got no idea where he could be waiting for us. The words leave me in a rush. If I hadn't spit them out, I'd never finish. My voice is starting to shake too much. New info was added. Mark Bear in the cottage. Please don't make me... oh, shit. We're at the fork already. Which way? Where do we go? I think east? We came from the east. Okay. Hey, hey, TD. Hey, don't yell. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Something's coming closer. We need to get out of here fast. I don't know if we actually came from the east, but... another fork? Which way this time? We go south from here. We keep going straight until we reach the exit. Thank God you remember. Quiet. Something's passing through the bushes right by us. He's moving parallel to us. Is he following us? This is Deathmark. It's a really interesting game. Even if he is, we have to keep moving. Exactly. Standing in one place will just get us killed. Let's go. If this is anything like the previous place we were, we're gonna see an interesting screenshot soon. Wait a second. Christy suddenly stops. What's wrong? Someone's coming. I'm telling you, someone's coming. Out from the darkness jumps... you! Show? Old man! Oh, thank God, I thought you'd been in further. Wait, why are you here? Oh, yeah, you guys are gone so long and I got worried, okay? So I psyched myself up and backed over here. It seems like you're in real trouble. A good thing I came. You can say that again. Anyway, we're on our way back. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Cheryl glances over at Christy. We'll fill you in later. First we need to get out of here. We reached the entrance safe and sound. The creepy murder on the arch is such a familiar sight right now. Alright, if we made it this far, then we must be... There's time to get back to the car. Christy doesn't move. She looks worried, staring off at the forest's entrance. What's wrong? Huh? Oh. over there. Doesn't it look like someone's there? She's looking at a picnic table, hiding in the gloom next to the gate. My gaze is drawn over, as if by magnets. What is that? Oh, wow. That's the dude that was gonna kill himself earlier. That's the size of the guy? What is that? The scene before me is strange. There's a huge misshapen man with bees crawling all over his face. My eyes fixate on his mouth. He looks like he's laughing. What demon is that? Its name is Shimio. My heart thunders painfully when I catch a glimpse of the limp figure sitting beside him. It's him. That man. He was going to commit suicide. Masao Kimura. It's definitely him. Control those that are different and exercise. A strange voice echoes in my head again. My vision warps. He's dead? Kimura's dead? When? Why is he on that bench? My legs give out when I can finally focus enough. I find myself kneeling on the ground. Old man, keep it together. It's still okay. He hasn't seen us. We have to escape while we can. Christy's completely out of it. She won't move an inch unless someone drags her. Let's go. We're going to the parking lot. Quietly. Sho, you bring her. You got it. What a beautiful man. Hi, Joyful. Come on, Mashida, let's go. Mashida? He's gone. Huh? I took my eyes off him for 2 seconds. He's not by the bench anymore. He's disappeared. A machine growls, and the undergrowth near us rustles. He's right there. Run! Yeah, just fucking bolt. Mashida yells, scrambling away. I love this type of stuff. A little kind of roleplay game, kind of. A hollow bang rips out from behind me. A gunshot? It must be Mashida. I had no idea he had a gun. I dive in headfirst into the car, slamming my head accidentally into the steering wheel. Ah, shit! Mashida tumbles into the passenger seat last. You didn't tell me you had a gun. It looks like something from Dead by Daylight. Why would I tell you? No time to talk now. Just hit the gas. I'm trying. The engine won't start. Shit. The art is amazing. It really is. Oh man, what are you doing? Mashida looks through the front windshield and the figure approaching. Hurry it up. He's coming. Shoot it! Shoot the fucking thing! Christy cowers in the back seat, her head in her hands. Please, God. Something bumps the hood of the car. The whole vehicle rocks violently. Shoot the bitch! Shoot her! But then, it turned on. Go, let's get the hell out of here. Tires squealing, we race out of the parking lot. Hey, Raikage. An unspeakable sense of relief fills the car. If feeling truly alive is a real sensation, then it is most definitely feel like this. The greatest irony is that the only time you can truly feel alive is when you have a brush with death. No one speaks for a while. We're all soaking in that feeling. The only noise is that of the bicycle creaking uneasily every time I hit the gas pedal. Still, I glance through the rear view mirror and at the passenger seat. Both Mashida and Sho are looking out of their windows. Was it really okay for you to come here? If Mary finds out... We talked about it before I came. Sho immediately snaps back. She said it was fine. I get it. Mary must have also guessed that we were in danger. So, you gonna explain? Who's this old lady? Oh, right. I tell him everything I know so far about Christy Arimura. She offers up some details as well. The moment I mention she's a news anchor, Sho predictably gets excited. Wait, I've seen you. You're that woman that was in the news. Wow, it's really true. Celebrities are more beautiful in person. Oh, how kind of you. I'm flattered. She seems to love being complimented. But these scars you all have... what were they called? Marks. Thanks. So you all have these marks? What happens when you have one? Well... Mashida butts in from the passenger seat. You die. Within a few days' time. Suffering from something like amnesia. You zone out and your brain takes a vacation. I'm really talking about how beautiful shit is after gymnastics. Yeah. It all happened to me. Sho scoffs. You talk like it's someone else's problem. Sho. Mashida didn't mean it like that. You can only be blunt when discussing this. Doesn't look like Sho will buy that excuse though. Guess it really is not your problem. After all, you don't have a mark anymore. Huh? What's he talking about? Oh, well, you see, Mashida has already lost Hanahiko's mark. He's free now. So there's no good reason for him to be here with us. But you're putting yourself in danger for the truth? I can't believe it. You're like a saint. Christie's exaggerated compliment is drowned out by Mashida's sardonic laugh. It's nothing that noble. But thanks to that, I've learned the thing I most wanted to know. And what's that? When and how people get the mark. The first time I was oblivious, but this time I was aware of it. That instant voice change. Mashida, you don't mean... He gives me his usual crooked grin and shows me his wrist. Sure enough, his skin is blemished by a scar that looks like a spirit's bite mark. Sho cries out, a look of horror on his face. Come on, no way. Did you seriously do that? Man, give it up already. It's someone else's problem, right? So just shut it. Mashida, could I say something? What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. You never told me you had a gun. Oh, that. He laughs scornfully and shoves a paper bag into my hands. I open the bag and find a revolver-style handgun at the bottom. If you want it, take it. That's not why you have a deadbeat voice, Nutty? Mashida keeps on... Well, just look how unexpressionable his face is. Mashida keeps on talking without stopping to hear what I have to say. It's loaded with 5 bullets. You can hang on to it, but promise me. Promise you what? Don't use it on anything other than a spirit. Not that there's any proof that will work on them. Of course. Have any experience with guns? There's no way I would. To be fair, I don't really know. But at the very least right now I'm not getting that feeling that I can handle a gun. Oh. Only use it under extreme stress. With no experience, you won't hit your mark. Well, whatever. If I'm there, just leave the shooting to me. You can face the spirit some other way. Yeah, that's how it was at H Elementary too. And for God's sake, keep it hidden. Gun possession gets you 3 years penal labor. I'd get hit with a 1 to 10 myself just for giving it to you. And shooting a single bullet would get you more than 3 years, if not a life sentence. So you're telling me not to use it? No. I'm just telling you that it's restricted that badly by the law. It's got that kind of power. I think I need to get more comfortable. Got handgun. The mark's color grows more vivid. Early dawn. A few hours left until death closes in. Welcome back, Lord Rivers, Lord Mashida. And you as well, Lord Sho. It appears that the woman with you is also a mark bearer. In other words, use it if you're nearly dead. Use it on yourself. It's like you're almost dead. You will never take me! We introduce Christy and then Mary proceeds to fill her in on everything. Stairs looks like the hallway from a Resi one, yeah. And we have entered the shinning, everybody. Joyful, it said we entered the shinning. The mark after your life, memory loss, and the spirits who cursed them into the living. Christy accepts her new reality surprisingly quickly. Guess it's only natural after what she saw in the forest. I then update Mary on what we found. I see. What a close call for you. I can hear relief in her voice. But why did she let Sho go? If you must know, after you left, Lord Sho insisted on traveling to the forest as well. Her eyes flick over the Sho. Like hell I was gonna let a couple of strangers decide if I live or die. Sho puffed out his chest. Don't trust her one bit. I'm iffy about trusting her, to be honest. It was quite the issue. A selfish attitude like that could get all of you mark bearers killed. I normally would have refused. The accent. Did something happen? No. I admit I had a foreboding feeling. I sensed danger was closing in on you, Lord Rivers. So he went. An emergency measure. Lord Sho, please know that I will not allow such a thing a second time. Her cool voice is icier than usual. Sho's so self-centered. I wonder if she's actually getting through to him at all. Now, from what you have told me, you are positive that it was Shimio who gave Lord Sho his mark. He looks like a killer in disguise. Yeah, that ugly monster is definitely the huge man I saw that time. The fact that I have the mark now too proves it. Mashida rubs out his wrist, smacking. So, what exactly are you planning? Don't tell me you seriously think you're fighting that thing. There's no way you'd win. You're completely mad if you think you can. Oh, thank you, Joyful. She's right. A certain someone's awesome bullets didn't even scratch it. We needed a tank or something to beat that thing. The room falls silent. I'm sure all of us are thinking about what we saw back at the forest. He's so mad. There's still no way we can do anything about a monster like that. We have to leave it to the police. You honestly believe they'll do something? Go and make a suicide pact with that naive thinking, believe me, out of it. What? How dare you? Yo, boss. All this high and mighty talk coming from you, that mean you got an idea how to beat it? How the hell would I know that? But I'm willing to risk my life to find one. His shout is hoarse. He's probably uneasy. Christy shivers. Sure just glares at Mashida. Yeah, science bitch. An awkward silence falls again. We're wasting time. We've got to do something, but... I need to force everyone into action. We can think about what we need to do while we're walking around. I'm going back to the forest. I want to learn more about Shimio. I could use some help. Yeah, you say that, but no way we can find a needle in a haystack. We gotta have a clue first. Then, why don't we check out the bee farm that's north of H Shrine? My reports say several people have seen Shimio there. Hardly anyone ever goes there now, with the weird events in the forest. Why is a bee farm up there? A so-called honeybee family used to live on the land. No one's there anymore, though. How come? They committed mass suicide. I think it's gonna be hard to find Shimio. A mass suicide in the woods. I've heard about that somewhere. But, no main characters have died. I've been keeping them alive. They can die, but I've been doing a good job keeping them alive. But other people have died. A mass suicide in the woods. I've heard about that somewhere. Mashida might have mentioned something similar before we entered the forest. The tabloids and gossip shows ate it up 5 years ago. They never revealed the details, though, so the public doesn't know. Oh yeah, I remember that. But my club took up all my time back then, so I didn't know much. You seem to know quite a bit about the forest, Christy Arimura. Read up on it to find a primo spot. Don't be such an ass. I was put in charge of the report, so I did my research. Honeybee family was very insular and secretive. I heard the mass suicide end was all the members following their leader. New channels chalked it up to their discontent with modern society. What happened to the leader? Rumors say it was also suicide, though I saw an old picture of him and he was a huge obese man. I see a Skyhawk. So I'm gonna guess this cult leader is Shimio. Suddenly everyone is holding their breath. No doubt we're picturing the same thing. The monster at the forest entrance. A dead guy's come back to life. We wanna go to a place with a zombie? That's totally insane. He's not a zombie, he's a spirit. It's just like the rumors say, the forest is cursed. There's no way I could. Just standing there, the voice of the suicide victims surrounding me. Shut the hell up, hag. No more words out of those lip flaps. But now it's not only the forest that's cursed. I failed to kill myself, and now I'm at this mansion. I'm cursed too. So are all of you. Her mothers have a dark edge. If Shimio is somehow connected to the honeybee family, then the key to destroying his grudge is going to be there. Yeah. Alright, what are you gonna do, old lady? You still wanna die? I'm considering it. But I'll help you guys while I settle on my decision. I'll pass on the monster fighting. Wow, you'll help? I'm shocked. If you leave your mark alone, you won't need to hike back out there. Well, I hate owing strangers. Especially pushy guys like you. At least you don't look old at all. Plastic surgery and makeup. She seems grateful that we saved her. There's no reason to refuse her help. I need as much as we can get. The night is drawing to a close. The key to escaping the mark does seem to lie within the forest. Lady Christie has said Shimio was often seen near the bee farm. What? No response from the old lady? If I do that, I gotta run. It may hold a connection to him. Good luck. Alright, gonna... what's going on there? Alright, Shimio. Gotta have a look at the new notes I got. Man at the brink of suicide. As we walk past the grave marker, an agitated man... Save, I will after I read this. An agitated man named Masao Kimura appears. Once we get him to calm down, he calls off his plans to kill himself. Before he leaves, he mentions seeing a man covered in dark splotches. I wonder if he's still around. We should keep moving. We find a corpse in a burlap sack in the cottage in the forest. The strange body is completely covered in what appears to be honey. It doesn't look like suicide. But who'd do this? And why? The cottage is oddly clean, so someone might be coming here every day. Could it be the culprit? I find a sprayer that can shoot a variety of liquids. Then I hear that strange ghost-like voice again. Manipulators will themselves be manipulated. It keeps coming out of nowhere and surprising me. But I must admit that it has never once lied to me. Maybe it's not actually an evil spirit. Not the bees, not the bees! As we're investigating the forest, that black rabbit appears. I quickly chase after it and arrive at an old leaning torii gate. Is there a Shinto shrine past it? I'd love to investigate, but hives over the gate ward off intruders. We'll have to look elsewhere for now. We quiet the bees with the spray and find a second cottage further in the forest. No corpse inside this time, but a living woman named Christie Arimura, a former news anchor. Seems she came to commit suicide, but getting caught up with us and our circumstances changed her mind. Oddly enough, she already bears the mark. What irony. She most likely got her mark from Shimio. While we're discussing it, the flashlight goes out. It's not malfunctioning, it's just like with Hanahiko. Her presence is closing in on the cottage. We have to get out of here. We've no time to explore, and we definitely can't get lost. The shortest route back to the forest entrance is the only way. Somehow we get the car started and we speed out of the forest. Before we make it out, we spot two men. One of them familiar. It was Kimura. His neck twisted awkwardly. He seemed dead. The man beside him was smiling. Was that Shimio? She wanted to kill herself? And now she's got a mark of death. She wants to be alive? Oh, the irony, yeah. Disembodied voice says, control those that are different and exercise them. Easy for them to say, how do I even do that? A smile and the bees is creepy. Yeah, tell me about it. We'll learn another truth on our drive back to the mansion. Mashida, who escaped the mark once already, now has it again. It appeared when he saw what we think is Shimio. It's true then, that spirits are the ones cursing people with the mark. But it's beyond me why Mashida would risk his life to learn more about the mark. He must have some kind of reason. Back at the mansion, Christie tells us of an incident in the forest she reported on back when she was an anchor. 5 years ago, a group of people calling themselves the Honeybee Family lived cut off from society deep in the forest. That is, until one day when they mysteriously committed mass suicide. News reports said they'd become disillusioned with society and followed their leader's orders to die, but the police investigation was inconclusive. The problem lies with the appearance of the leader, who was said to have died with them. Christie says pictures show him to be a giant, obese man. The mass suicide caused the forest to become quickly deserted. This honeybee family group concerns me. Oh, I know about Doki Doki Joyful. There were traces of their presence everywhere in the forest. If we want to survive any unexpected dangers or chance encounters with Shimio, we need to be careful not to overlook a single detail in this investigation. Let's see if I can, for anyone that wasn't here, see if I can get any interesting pictures when it comes to Hanahiko. There's this one, for example. The plantified guard, then the underground room. Yeah, Hanahiko's was a bit of a sad story there. Now I'm going to save if I can remember. I don't want to exit, I want to save. Okay, good. It's not making me quit the game. Sorry, I needed to drink some water. Yeah, I couldn't see that in the top right. I needed to drink some water because this is a lot of reading. If Shimio is somehow connected to this honeybee family group, you may find the key to ending the grudge at their bee farm. Do take care. I'd like to confirm one thing. Oh, I don't know who's talking. I'd like to confirm one thing before that, Mary. Oh no, that's Mashida. Mashida, you put on a weird voice just then. When I stayed here earlier, you told me the truths that you're seeking can be found here. I really doubt this, but did you know about the honeybee family had something to do with these marks? His voice shakes slightly with anger, but it doesn't faze Mary a bit. It's time for a game with the narration. Thank you, TD. The creators of this game have come out with a second one, but I want to play through this one first. Deep voice engage. I do not have such power. I simply sense that your fate was entwined with Lord Rivers. I do not know what truth you are seeking, Lord Mashida. But if you remain near Lord Rivers, I predict that you will find it. I think the second one is called Spirit Hunter? More occult bull. Mashida clicks his tongue. But he isn't scowling anymore, so his curiosity must be satisfied. I love watching stuff like this when someone narrates. It's rather good. Yeah, I like it when someone else is narrating it instead of having to read everything when I'm watching the video. What did I have to do with anything? I just owe them. Well, that might be Mashida. That's all. Yeah, Mashida falls silent, saying nothing more. I guess he doesn't want to tell me. I'm gonna stick with Mashida. Back to the forest. We come to the forest's entrance once again. Looks like he's gone. A look at the old picnic table. Was that Shimio? What was Shimio doing back then? Making a corpse sit next to him. Back to the forest, yep. It's almost like he was having a picnic. Did he just want a friend? What are you talking about? There's people do it that has a voice like me and it's not native English. This game is going on my wish list, yeah. I don't blame you. This is a really nice game. Nothing. Sorry, just talking to myself. Don't worry about it. Let's go. We haven't learned anything about him yet. I tried changing the subject, but I still can't stop staring at the picnic table. And also, it's not just visual novel. It has a bit of a little point and click kind of thing as well. Wooden trash container. Is there anything in there this time? My fingers hit something. Really nice game with murder. Got an empty bottle. Something else. It's a crumpled up piece of paper. With leave family fun play cat liquid got on sticky. Bees gather over and over. Game interrupted. That's all it says. Is this a diary draft or something? Got honeybee family draft. Ew. This is where he was sitting. I shine the flashlight on it and it sparkles gold. It's a glass container with a metal lid. I carefully pick it off the bench. Got a bottle of honey. Huh. That was on the bench? Maybe it's a gift. It's probably more like you just forgot it. Sounds like me when I'm tired. Just then, I see something lying on the table itself. It's the cap from a soft drink. The inside of it is still wet. But I don't see the bottle itself anywhere. Do I have the bottle? It reads, "Welcome to the lush and romantic wood timberland." Alright, here we go. Into the forest. Oh, there's a dog out here somewhere? Yeah, oh boy. Yeah, if anyone's heard of it before, think of this place kind of like Aokigahara Forest in Japan. Back out. No time for crying and snot's coming out of your nose like Blair Witch. I want to play some Red Dead Redemption 2, but I don't want to miss this. Aw, well thank you. Yeah, exactly, TD. I feel like I should. The forest is dead in it by hanging, and also, well, it's not forbidden actually. There's paths you can walk on it, but they tell you not to walk off the path. Don't do a Logan Paul. Nah, I refuse to go to that forest. I keep hearing a noose. Okay, what's here? The sheer fact that says stick to the path is a no for me. It looks like maybe a mouse chewed a hole in this plastic container. It's unusable. Cabinet is packed full of bottles. Everything's coated in a thin layer of dust. Most of the containers are empty. I searched through all the containers and gathered the ones that still have something in them. I got 3 night-nights. That's good for the sprayer. It's an old notebook. The cover says Honeybee Family Notes. I opened the notebook, but most of the pages have been ripped out. That has anything useful. Oh, that knocking action. That knocking actually made me jump. What with an accessory case? This exquisitely crafted case with jewellery inside looks out of place sitting in this cottage. I open it. There are carefully preserved torn notebook pages inside. It's a holy journey performed in a quiet place. Yeah, joyful. In the area past a meeting place, there is a clue about how to get to paradise. The Eastern Thicket. Often got Honeybee Family Notes 3. Okay, anything else in here? Left the cabin. I don't know what the knocking was, that's why it scared me. We've come back to the Tory Gate again. You have to get rid of those bugs. Can you do something with the sprayer? The spray could calm them, but there's a hive above the gate too. There's no way I can spray up there. I see. But it feels like this shrine is someplace important. True enough, but the time the rabbit brought me here, it didn't try to go inside the gate. So maybe there's no reason to force our way inside? This one descends on us again. And tell me you're going to a shrine. This is bad. Oh, this is bad. Time to run. We leave the gate as if being driven away. The buzzing of bees fills the area. Looks like there's another giant beehive here. Probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. I take out the sprayer and hold it in one hand. I should be able to use the spray drugs. I'm waiting for one of you guys to make a joke here. Killing me won't bring back your goddamn money. Where's the night-night? Okay, it gives me 3 separately. That's a little funny. Take out the night-night and put it in the sprayer. Take careful aim and spray the drug. The bee's movements get slower. Eventually the hive falls completely silent. Use up 1 bottle of night-night. Silence every hive in this area. Now we can pass through. Looks like you took care of him. Let's keep going. I hear creaks and groans along with the rustling of leaves. Oh! Hi! Yeah, let's get the bees high. Oh fuck. What's wrong, Joyful? Got scared. Holy shit. That's a lot of hives. There's 3 of them. I've only got 2 bottles of night-night. I'm not going to use it here yet. Yes, I'm scared. What the shit? A sweet fragrance wafts in from the wind from somewhere in the darkness. At my feet are what look like beehives. This must be all what remains of a bee farm. This is like, oh shit, yeah, tell me about it. It's weird that something like this is here of all places. Might as well have a look around. What the shit? Dangling from the tree are human corpses. The skin is as white as wax. Nice house. Countless holes are drilled into the bodies, and the bees are buzzing in and out of them. My mind flashes back to the corpse in the cottage. It's just like that woman. How fascinating. He's not just some lunatic, this is like a cult ritual. And bees like those abs, bruh. The beehive at my feet starts to rattle. A pitch-black cloud suddenly rises up, overwhelming my vision. Oh my god. Something invades my eyes and nose. It's a swarm of bees. Rivers, get away from there. Oh god. With bees, don't flail around. Female bees are coming from the hives. Which hive should I close first? Eastern? Yeah, disgusting sounds. As soon as I'm able to stop their attack. Yeah. Check for more active hives. That's 7. But if you flail around when being swarmed by bees, they'll just attack you. Close callback, manage to seal up. Check for more active hives. Close the western. Lukewarm liquid spurts everywhere like a grape bursting in my hand. I succeeded in closing the hive right before the bees burst out of it. Check for more active hives. After I close all the hives, the bees finally quietened down. Pretty much during those kind of sequences, if I choose something wrong, I could potentially get a game over. I survived. I'm beat. We almost died. Yeah, you're telling me. We crouch there for a while until we catch our breaths. That face you saw was my character's face. So are human corpses as white as wax. Inside the holes seem to have a spiral pattern. Must have been made intentionally. A thick liquid drips from them. The smell, I can't describe how horrible it is. The bees are gathering on it. What is that liquid? It seems that liquid attracts bees. If I had a suitable container, I could gather some of it. Good idea. I got the empty bottle. Take out the empty bottle and gather some of the dripping liquid in it. Got the stinky liquid. Bees have already calmed down. I don't want to mess with those in case it does something. Okay, little stinky liquid. What the hell? There's a thicket growing straight ahead. It's rather dense, there's no way to see what's past it. I press through the thick undergrowth. There's a small clearing inside. The path might keep going. I realize something as I continue down. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can feel someone staring at me from the bushes. Turn back. I give up and turn back. What the fuck? What the hell was that? I'm gonna regret this. staring at me. It's no use. Belly speed. Heat. Pushed back by a strong force. I'm gonna try just forcing through. Bitch, I'm trying to slip through the front. Nah, okay. I can't go through there yet. Okay. I am so freaking lost. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting swarmed. Yeah, it was a rope sound. Oh, I didn't mean to go to this place. I need to go this way. Yeah, there's 3. I can't do anything to that ghost lady. It only gives me the 3 choices. Maybe there's something I have to do here. Bees have finally calmed down. A little beehive. Bees are just crawling around inside it silently. Better safe than sorry, check them all. Bottle of drugs. Large bottle of sweet dreams? Do not mix. Mixing sweet dreams and night night is extremely dangerous for family. Cannot be used with sprayer. Wonder if I mix those near the gate, if it will let me move past it. Son of a bitch. Or do I use it here? I don't know. Yeah, I know. Should I try mixing it beforehand? I can't. the hell do I do? I really don't know what to do. Hang on. It's the end of the path for meetings. Aha, yes! Find the beast trail! Yes! I'm making progress. A side path hidden in the grass, huh? Looks like it was hidden on purpose. I wonder where it leads. You need to be careful. Obviously. Bloody fly in my room. Then... God damn it. Ashley at both of us. What's over the mushy there? It's pointless. Woman, 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 woman. Huh. I'm wondering something. I wonder if I need to bring a girl here. So let me double check what she says. So, if I head back to the house, I'd be able to bring Christy here. Let me see what you say. Yeah, hate men. I think I need to bring a woman here. God damn it, wrong way. Yes, return to the mansion. I think I need to bring a woman. Bring Christy. I'm gonna save just to be safe. There we go. Back to the forest. Alright, let's see if my theory is correct. figure out which way to go. Get so bloody lost. Please try it. I guess I'll have to. Forget offers up a prayer. There we are. I was right, I had to bring a girl. The figure vanishes. It disappeared. It seems a desperate prayer worked. Thank goodness. It didn't possess me. Good job. Let's keep going. There is blood. Yeah. Jesus' statue was damaged from being exposed to the elements for so long. Yeah. Just give me a sec. It's a wooden door. The door here isn't damaged. No need for me to break it open. Alright. The door won't open. It must be locked. Grrr. Head back. Give me a sec, sorry. So I had to reply to a message. Which way was the gate with the where's the Shinto gate? Can you bust open the door? Apparently not. Where's that Shinto gate? I need to head east of... I go to that area east of that. No, not here. This way? Nope, son of a bitch. No, I think I need to move back one more. I think this way? And go... this way? Push through the bushes. But only me. Ask your partner. Me? I can't do that. When she faces the figures and offer up a prayer, the figure vanishes. Oh, thank goodness. I guess the ghost was glad to see a woman. Looks like my prayer got through to him. Prayers come in handy sometimes, huh? Let's keep going. What's this? It's a withered plant. Looks like the flower was blooming. The leaves are distinctly pointed. Got the plant to inspect it, but nothing seems out of the ordinary about it. Roots firmly lodged into the soil. Pulling on it does nothing. Do I have anything I can give it? I don't want to use like the liquids or anything. Oh, paper and something that looks like incense. Oh, suicide note. Mosquito repelling incense. Like the teachings, apply honey, manage to swallow it. Wait for me, everyone, I'll be there soon. I wonder. Honey. Take a bottle of honey. Take it out, but I can't think of a way to use it. Or shy. Then I really don't know. See, is there any other? Like a stinky liquid? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what to do. Really are a clue, maybe. But I honestly have zero ideas of what I need to do now. I was thinking of breaking the window in. Oh, now I've damaged the door. Isn't that damaged? Maybe. I don't know. I'd love to be able to go through here, but I don't have enough night-night. I can try. A stick of mosquito repelling incense that can be hung from the hip. I don't know. I don't want to use up all the bottles in case I need them later. Sorry about that. I pushed the wrong button. Right, I'm not going to see anything interesting anymore because I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe. Wait, which guy? Because I forgot I've got two. Maybe bring the students? Maybe he'll know what the plant is. Oh, God damn it. Not really. That's why I'm thinking the student. Maybe he can do something about this. Nope. Okay. Just need to bloody remember how to get back there. Maybe remember I tried to take the plant, but it's like it's firmly in place. Pick up the plant and inspect it, but nothing seems out of the ordinary. The root is still firmly lodged into the soil. Pulling on it does nothing. Oh, I think I did something. I get to the root. Kinda looks like a small carrot. I've got the root. What are you gonna do with it? Still moist. Don't know what to do with that. That bunny was here. Maybe I'd try to give it to him. I don't know. Sort of give it a try. Try it again. Why is this so difficult? Oh. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, shit. Mockburn Scarlet. Half an hour left. Shot this before. Cold sweat drips down my back. I suddenly remember what happened at H Elementary. The mark symptoms accelerated and the person with me began acting strangely. Hey, show. I spun around to look at them. He's clearly acting oddly. I raise my voice. Hey! Can you hear me? Show! What's wrong, old man? I was afraid of that. The mark's starting to have a greater effect. I need to gather clues quickly. If I don't, Shimio will. Yeah, when it comes to the final confrontation with the spirits, there's two ways it can go. You can defeat the spirit, or essentially free the spirit. Apparently, if you defeat the spirit, you've done it wrong. A really sweet smell permeates inside the cottage. Pretty sure it's honey, huh? My eyes fall on the white object that was carelessly left lying around. That can't be. There's a sack. I have to check it out. We don't have much time left. All the bottles look cracked or damaged. I think I can use them. Yep, killing it is bad. Small container. Ugly lady is written in faded marker. This is someone's idea of a prank. Open up the container. Inside is something that looks like a dried tree root. I got another root. Scrap of paper. Everyone's gone. I'm all alone now, and I want to see everyone, but my head is so foggy I can't remember now. I think the last thing I need to do is combine those two, but family won't die if they're dreaming. If the betrayer comes, wake them up and hit them. Do it until they calm down. Be careful, everyone. When they wake up, family is only human. Nothing's inside the small box, but the outside is covered in something that's horribly sticky. Several bug-eaten novels. They're unreadable. Let's see something. I can't. But I'll sort it at least. The light bulb was blackened inside. It'd probably be dangerous to turn it on. A big burlap sack is slung against the wall. It's incredibly lumpy, making it easy to determine it is holding something. Just then something inside the bag moves. It keeps squirming intermittently. Sho shakingly lifts up an arm to point at the bag. Hey, look. It's moving. Cold sweat breaks out on my forehead. I hesitantly reach out for the mouth of the bag. Holding my breath, I slowly open it. A sickeningly sweet smell hits us. It's a corpse, currently becoming a beehive. It's completely unrecognizable at this point, but I intuitively know who it is. Masao Kimura. He was sitting on the bench with Shimio and wanted to commit suicide. All Sho can do is shakily laugh. Honeybees are burrowing into the holes all over his body, diligently making their hive. The faint noise we'd heard coming from the bag must have been the buzzing of bees. This is beyond insane. It has to be the work of Shimio. Once it's complete, another objected art will be added to that repulsive bee farm. Just then, I noticed some objects stuffed in next to the corpse. The mismatched items seem almost like burial accessories for the dearly departed. Got a tennis ball, a bottle of night-night, and a large bottle of night-night, and 3 normal night-nights. Daze the swarm, then you'll be safe. Phase the swarm? Can I do that with what I found so far? We return Massao's corpse to the bag. I'd like to give him a proper burial, but there's no time for that right now. The inside of the container is corroded. I don't think I can use it. Oh. I don't know which way. I think I know where I want to go. Just no idea on how to get there. Oh yeah, hang on. I can use the nights here. I think that ghost was just a little jump scare. They're all dead. I'm too close. We shouldn't breathe in this stuff. To be able to reach it. Actually, wait. I'm too close. We shouldn't breathe this stuff. We won't be able to get through here. That was fast, TD. 2 good mornings. Ah, shit. Marcus died a deep crimson. A few minutes left till death closes in. The mark scorches me again. Looks like we're out of time. I brace myself, then glance over at Sho. Sho, I'm counting on you. I'm sorry, this is gonna hurt. I slap Sho's face. Ow! Oh man, you little. I clear your head a little. He's coming. We have to go. We'll do everything we can, but you have to do as I say. Yeah, okay. Getting myself prepared. I proceed to lead Sho into the darkness. Drifting onto the wind from somewhere is a meltingly sweet fragrance of honey. New info was added to the spirit file, facing Shimio. Oh my god. Something flies at us in the dark. A sharp pain pierces the arm I used to cover my face. I think I got stung by a bee. Bees swarm around Shimio as he draws closer. I won't survive being attacked again. I use... Night. Is that a drill? Yes. actually, no, hang on. How about the tennis ball? The tennis ball with the stinky liquid. Well, stinky liquid over the tennis ball and throw it. The green cloud rushes at the ball. Must be reacting to the smell of the liquid. They swarm the ball. They look like a dense black cloud. Baseball. Stinky liquid. The baseball and throw it. Just look at the ball again. The second ball was effective too. Oh, Jesus Christ, you are ugly. Now, sweet dreams and night-night? Ah, shit. Oh no. Show! No, I fucked up. So I'm getting closer. I don't know what I was meant to do with that last bit. Face the spirit again. So the beginning was correct. It was that last bit that was wrong. Maybe gun. But I think I need to mix the gum with something. What do I do here? I'm gonna try something. It doesn't say combo, so that concerns me. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like if I try to use the gun, it will defeat it, not free it. I can't kill it, I essentially have to free it. I don't know. effective. I don't know what to do. Even if I use honey, what with? Face the spirit again. Don't know what to do. I don't want to use the gun because I'm pretty sure that that will kill it, not free it. Did I try the Night Night and Sweet Dreams? I can't remember. This a try, I guess. It wasn't effective. Shit. Too old, that one won't work. I can't see my family. Okay, so I'll try the other route next time. That I'm going to kill him and not free him. But I think if I use the honey and the roots, I might be able to beat him. Start with baseball and the liquid. Then we try a tennis ball, liquid. Alright, fingers crossed that the honey and the root mixture work. Remember, it's not the dried root, it's the normal one. So bottle of honey, plant root. Wasn't effective. Shit. Grrr. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Needs to let me look at my notes. What? I'm guessing that has like the opposite effect of the night-night. It wakes things up. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I'm meant to do here. I don't know. Baseball bat with the morning is a combo. Same with the broken crowbar. Awesome. Now if I could figure out what the hell I'm meant to do here, that would be a bonus. What, try the morning with the baseball bat? I regret this. Oh, he's retreated. Falters. I wonder. I hope that's not a... It said it gave him a cut. So what happens if I try mixing these now? God damn it. I don't know what I'm doing. Bat again, 2 attacks are the same, maybe. Try the good morning with the baseball bat. Again, good morning, baseball bat. Body jiggling. I don't want to wake up. That's soon enough to beat him. It says he's weakened. He's clearly weak. Now's the time to finish him off. But how am I going to do it? I don't know. It's not a combo, that's the problem. I don't know. I guess I'll try that. The plant root with the honey. Now I can finally see my family. He collapses flat on the ground, the deadly poison having invaded his whole body. Face frozen into a peaceful smile like a kid who's just eaten a delicious meal. The beast continued to hover around the still Shimio. I don't sense Shimio anymore. This doesn't mean yet I got the good ending yet. Ah, serves you right. Shows back to normal. His mark appears to have vanished. Mine is still branded red on my arm. Then Shimio wasn't the one who gave it to me. But I kind of figured that'd be the case. From what I can tell, when the mark bearers confront the spirit that cursed them, they suffer extreme memory loss. That's why Sho was acting strangely. I myself didn't have any problems, so Shimio wasn't the right spirit. Something is lying on the path. It's a small notebook. The cover's wet, the light of the flashlight making it glitter. It could be honey. Did this belong to Shimio? Where did he hide this? Okay, now I really don't feel like touching it. Damn, that's gross. All yours, old man. It seems Sho has absolutely no intention of picking it up. I give up, and bend down to grab it. Flipping through the pages, it appears to be a diary. The dark will make it tough to read. Let's take a look when we get back. I want to be able to retreat out of here ASAP. Yeah, you're right. This still doesn't mean that we got the good yet. We carefully retrace our steps back to the entrance so we don't get lost. Thank you, but if you wait for a little longer, you may see the end of this chapter. Without warning, the light dies. Hey, what are you trying to pull? Don't mess with me like this. It's not me. Not too much longer. What's going on? It won't respond. This here will decide if I got the good or bad. An icy cold shiver runs down my spine. I'm suddenly overwhelmingly afraid, like the dark forest is trying to absorb my body. If I could just get the light back on. If we just had it back, I'd feel so much better. I hit the switch repeatedly, silently praying. Oh, just didn't function? So it was just broken then. Damn, I have about had a heart attack. Oh, just got the trophy saying he was saved. We got the good ending for this chapter. Let's get our asses out of here before it does it again. We hurry all the way out and get in the car. Alright, you can go now if you need to, TD, but I'm just happy to know we got the good ending for this. Because if we got the bad ending, someone would die. You're finally back. Looks like you were successful too. The mark's gone. Well, mine is at least. My mark is still there. What does this mean? Christy is hysterical, clutching her head. What the? No use racking our brains over it. Come on, let's ask Mary. Welcome back, Lord Rivers. It appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. Sounds like this is for a new game plus is coming. What? It is unfortunate that Shimio was not the one who bestowed your mark. Good news is, at least Lord Sho and Lord Mashida's marks have vanished. A question. I get why my mark didn't go, but why hasn't Christie's? I thought she got it from Shimio. It's late. Oh, if you need to go to bed, go. The hypothesis is then incorrect. What I mean to say is, another spirit must have given her the mark. I don't want to believe it, but it's true Christie hadn't been in her right mind when we met. It's definitely possible that she hadn't realized she had it already. Lady Christie received her mark fairly recently. No, once this chapter ends, I'll be going to... I'll end the stream because I've been doing this for about 3 hours. Thank you, Dee. Thank you for showing up. Bye! Her memory is currently unaffected, but if she were to come into contact with the spirit that cursed her, her amnesia may accelerate, so please exercise care. Her amnesia would get worse. That would explain Sho's strange behavior before we fought Shimio. Hey, Rivers. It's been bugging me for a while now, but you kinda stink. I am pretty sweaty. I did spend the whole day walking over a mountain. What did you expect? No, it's not that. My nose can't compare to a police dog's, but it's still pretty good. Your sleeves smell weird. Maybe it's honey. Bet it got on you from the notebook. I never did read the honey-covered notebook, did I? I take it out of my bag and open up the sticky pages. Inside it talks about the honeybee family, what they did, the ideologies. I can't tell if Shimio wrote this or someone else, but the incoherent writing spells out their fanatical thinking and hatred for society. Its fascination as abnormal psychology, but doesn't bear relevance to our current problem. The author seems extremely pious. Multiple pages wax on about the H Shrine. They seriously believed we'd face divine wrath if the shrine fell to ruin. All of the suicides in the forest, the numerous horrifying incidents. According to the author, they're all because of the divine wrath of the H Shrine. H Shrine. Divine wrath. Strange. That part sticks out to me. After I finish skimming through, I tell the other mark bearers what it says. Enough of that crap. Divine wrath, curses, it's too much. Guess I can't write it off then. It's no more ridiculous than the idea that spirits really exist. We're dealing with the supernatural, so just about anything's fair game. Divine wrath? If that's true, then... It is almost done. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. I am sure all of you are tired from walking on the mountain. I haven't been this wiped out since the last time I was at baseball club. Sorry, but I gotta go crash. Later. Too much has happened today. I need a break from it all. I'll think about the future more once I've gotten some rest. Well, good night. Hey, Rivers. I decided to leave tomorrow, too. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, I'm satisfied. That big string of missing persons cases the force couldn't solve. I figured out what was behind it. And I've basically closed the honeybee family case I've chased for years. The truth you're seeking can be found here, huh? Mary's something else, isn't she? I can finally visit someone's grave. His expression's still the same, but it feels like he's more at peace. He accomplished what he set out to do. Hey Rivers, this whole thing is too dangerous. I'm reckless, but that doesn't mean I don't care if I live or die. Sticking my neck out for you past this point is just too risky. I'm sorry. A tremor runs through his clenched fist. If you manage to escape your death, I'll buy you a drink sometime. See ya. Now, Lord Rivers, please inform me once you are ready to rest. Good night. New info was added to the spirit file. The truth behind Shimio. Other. So I'm going to end this here, guys. This was one hell. I was able to, like, once I go to rest and everything, I will end up completing the chapter. So I was able to complete an entire chapter in one stream. So I'm very happy about that. And it took me 3 hours. But thank you for joining me. And I hope to see you next time in whatever it is I make. Bye 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 bye.